Hey everyone. So in this video, we're actually going to revisit this Oreo themed PS Vita. And the issue right now with it is that the right analog stick is not working. So this video is just going to be how to replace this. And I don't know if the issue is maybe because of maybe last time when I was putting on this screen, maybe the connection isn't tight. So I'm going to try to see if it was seated properly first. And then if not, I do have a replacement one. So it's just going to be this one right here. But let me first show you what the problem kind of looks like. So here I'm moving with the right analog stick. I don't know how well actually you guys can see that. It's kind of dark, I will be honest. But when I try to move right and left, nothing. So let me just try to get into some action and maybe you can see.
There are 2 more machines in the area. We can't let them fall into enemy hands.
Yeah, see, basically the game becomes unplayable because I don't know what I can't look left and right basically. So like that guy right there, I'm not gonna be able to get him. Okay, so probably shouldn't have won that, but you know, it's a game. Anyway, but you kind of get the point. So this stick does not work. This one still does. So now we're just gonna go ahead and get straight into it. I'm gonna turn off the PS Vita, and we'll have to take it apart. If you remember from this video when I put on this screen, it did kind of suck putting the screws back in because they didn't fit easily. They were kind of super tight. You almost were kind of like drilling the hole in for the first time. So it might suck kind of taking these out. But anyways, we'll make sure that it's completely off, and we'll take out anything in the memory card slot and the game card slot. Alright. So you can kind of see what I was talking about with how it felt like you were drilling a hole in for the first time. These screws have kind of like a white debris on them, as if they kind of like tore into the housing because the housing was a little too small in terms of the fitting. So all the screws actually have a little bit of a white debris around them. So now that we got the screws out, we just have to open up the Vita. This is the part that I always hate because you gotta take it off by clips. It always sounds like you're breaking something. Oh, I actually did break something that time. I broke my little my tool. Oh, there we go. Jeez. I feel like I broke something, honestly. Let's hope I didn't. It's the L and R buttons. That was a tight fit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That got me really sketched out. Okay, so now I'll just take out this. There we go, that back plate. So if you were just changing an analog stick on a regular Vita that you didn't swap the screen out for, like everything on yours is all original, you won't have that much difficulty doing that. The only reason why I did is because this is an aftermarket housing, which isn't bad, but it's not exactly fit to the same spec. So anyway, I'm changing this one right here, so I just want to keep that in mind. Let me take out the battery. I tried not to pull it from the wire, but I basically ended up pulling it by the wire. If you have like your plastic tool still, you can just kind of pry up, and you want to put all the force on this plastic thing and not on the wires. So there's the battery. Again, this is the one that I'm working with right here. So I'm going to focus on this side right here. First, let me make sure this is plugged in all the way. It does look kind of loose. So let me push it in all the way. This is the wire for the analog stick. Shoot, let me take it out and then put it back in. Okay, got it. Got it in. Try to get some leverage from the little tabs on the side. Okay, so now what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to test it really quick to see if it is just a loose connection. If not, then I'm going to go ahead and replace it anyway. So you could do this at your own risk if you want to. I'm just going to be kind of lazy and not put everything back in. So there you have it. You see that there's still no response from the right analog stick. So something in here is definitely broken. I'm going to have to take it out. There's the guy. Nah. I'm going to have to turn it back off, and we're definitely going to have to replace it. So I guess that would keep this video interesting. It's almost like opposite, right? Because you want to place the right, when you flip it around, it's going to be on the left-hand side. You can also just look for this R right here. So now I'm going to take out, oops, wrong screw. Take out these screws. This one right here. One right here. Alright, so I'm going to unplug these tabs. And then I guess I'll do this one too. You can avoid this one. You can avoid this one, but I'm just gonna take it out. Actually, maybe I won't. This is what I meant by you can avoid it. You can remove the plastic holdings and kind of just put this to the side like that. So this is what we're gonna take out. One screw. And you can just push it from the other side. This is our analog stick. Why it doesn't work, I honestly don't know what happened. But we're just going to use our replacement one. And so let me go ahead and grab that. So I actually have two here. Let's see. I think I want to use this one. So I got a pair. It doesn't actually matter which one's left and right. But I was looking at them, and it just one of them had kind of like a little marking on it. The other one didn't. I want to use the one without the marking. So we're just going to drop it right back in this spot, put the screw back in, and test this one out. Okay, cool. Then we can fold this back over. Make sure you move the tabs out the way, and line it up with these little holes. Make sure it clips into place. There we go. Feed this tab back in. Make sure it's all the way in. Close that. Now this is for the analog stick itself. So we want to make sure this is in perfectly as well. I'm going to use the little tabs on the side with my flathead to try and guide it in. I think I got it in there. I'm gonna close this tab. Alright, so now we just screw it back down and put everything back together. You could put everything back together and then test it out, but I don't want to have to take it all apart again if something doesn't work. So I'm just going to test it out that same bootleg way that we just tested earlier.
Okay, so around here, the audio actually was not very hearable on the original recording, so I'm just gonna actually talk over this. This is just me testing out the analog stick after installing it on the PS Vita. As you can see, I'm able to actually look left, look right, look up and down now with the right analog stick. And I was just also not touching it at this spot to make sure that there wasn't any drift or anything. I'm gonna just go back to trying to play. I think I was saying something about not being able to ADS here because the left trigger is still not in, and I was supporting the battery with my back finger. But anyway, so from here I just turn it off, and then I say that, you know, we're just gonna finish it, we're gonna turn it off, but the job's basically done.
So we're gonna put our triggers back in, and these are kind of an interesting thing. You want to make sure you get this like little hinge underneath right there, and then this can just line up, this hinge in here, and this can just line up right there. So it kind of just follows that. It's kind of cool. They actually have two ways you can press it. You can push it down this way or this way, and there's two actual like little buttons or sensors that kind of take that as input, as the same equivalent input. So it's kind of cool. Let's just make sure we screwed everything down. I believe we did. This is plugged back in. So now it's just time to put this back plate back on that I usually seem to have trouble with. But let's see if we can just use the tab right there. I think that's why I haven't been using the tab in the past. When I'm using the tab, it doesn't. I don't want to jinx myself actually. Be quiet. And we're in there. So yeah, just use the tab, help guide it. Okay. And then we'll get this lined up on the bottom. And then we'll kind of just push the clips back on. Okay. So again, I mean, front housing, that's aftermarket. Back housing, that's original. They don't really like to play well together. But once you got them together, it's fine. It's just kind of tough and a little bit tedious, and you want to be careful. And I think you can see that my broken tools are a testament to how much they don't really want to work together. But it is what it is. Now I'm just going to put the last few screws back on, and we should be good to go. Alright, so that is basically it. I did notice that the that second time around, after the screws were already kind of oh, did I not plug in the battery? Son of a bitch. Alright, so basically I fast forwarded to just putting in the screws in the last one, so you don't have to watch all that. And all the screws are in. I did notice that the second time around putting the screws back in was a lot easier than the first time when I first installed the front screen. But that's kind of to be expected. The little screw holes have now been kind of worn down. But that's pretty much it. And now we've fixed our the analog stick on our PS Vita, so we should be able to play our games the way we were. I'll go ahead and try out one more game just to make sure.
Enemy forces heading your way.
So that was the PS Vita analog stick fix or replacement video. I hope you guys found it educational or entertaining. Hopefully it helped you fix your PS Vita. And please don't forget to like or subscribe, leave some comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.